We're having issues. 1, 2. Can everybody hear me now? 1, 2, 3. Can everybody hear me? One, two. This is crazy. Hope everybody can hear me now. Not got an echo. Oh man, it's the first time we've ever had really bad technical difficulties like this. It's been a day. One, two, three. Okay, so hopefully we got all that fixed. That sucks. Guess we'll just have to deal with it. Hearing an echo and all that good stuff. Bad hair day. Jesus Christ, that too. I get a haircut and this is I got hair coming down and everything. Oh boy. Anyways, well, folks, we appreciate you tuning in. Sorry about all the confusion. And whatever. Now I got all kinds of stuff popping up on my screen. Yeah, great. This is going to be the worst start to an episode that I've ever had. I don't want any of this on my computer. This is the worst time. Now I got all kinds of crazy stuff, all kinds of new dates. I don't want any people that work in like mainstream media have to deal with this. Jesus Christ. I didn't even see who the Eagles picked or who got picked before. Oh, the Eagles are about to pick. Okay. Well, folks, let's get back to it. Welcome to the Bryce Boudreaux Thursday night. Got the NFL draft on. Welcome to the Bryce Boudreaux Show. My name is Bryce Boudreaux. This is my show, and we're getting another echo. Can everybody hear me? Good. No echoes, no nothing. That's what we want. We're getting an echo. Multiple devices going on at the same time. But here we are. We're live, and we're definitely doing it. Anyways, folks, so let's get into it. We're gonna have a busy night here on the show. Got the NFL draft on. Jahad Campbell just got picked up by the Eagles, linebacker from Alabama. We just recently found out that Malik Neighbors will be catching passes from Jackson Dart. Jackson Dart, Ole Miss quarterback, heads to the New York Giants. Who does that remind you of? Eli Manning. So interesting stuff. We got a loaded episode tonight. Not going to be too crazy, but talk a little bit about WrestleMania 41, the fallout, and my reactions to WrestleMania 41, exactly what I thought of it. I've got some interesting opinions you'd love to hear, I guess. NFL draft, talking about that as well as it happens. And, of course, this weekend, everything starts for me tomorrow night. I hope everybody can hear me. Because now I'm seeing them. There we go. Okay, we're good. We're good. I hope. 1, 2. The strangest thing. Okay, we should be good now. We phone feed from a device that I had and not my actual microphone. The strangest thing, I tell you what. Let's fix this while we're at it. Here we go. Just like Steve Jobs. Okay, Jacob Pellegrin's here. What's up, Jacob? Shout out everybody tuning in. Sorry for having all these technological differences and technical difficulties to kick off the show. It really sucks. But, it is what it is. And we got everything kicked off in a great way. Like I said, welcome to the Bryce Boudreaux Show, a late Thursday night here on the Bryce Boudreaux Show. Got NFL Draft on. You're going to be talking about WrestleMania 41. I got a big weekend kicking off tomorrow. Big grappling and jiu-jitsu super fight weekend happening in Houston, Texas. My weekend starts tomorrow night in downtown Houston. Bad Astronaut Brewery is the home for everything that I'm doing tomorrow night. It's combat sports coverage grappling, CSC grappling happening at Bad Astronaut Brewery. I'm going to go grab a brew and announce some jiu-jitsu tomorrow night and watch some competition. It's going to be great. I think they're going to have like 3-on-3 jiu-jitsu cash brackets and all kinds of cool stuff. So it'll be interesting to see how all that plays out. And then Sunday night or Sunday afternoon, Elevate Sub-Series happening. Happening in north of Houston, spring to be exact, at ULH Center. Elevate's got a big weekend, man. They've got a show tomorrow night. They're doing Elevate Fighting Championship tomorrow night. Break Saturday, back at it on Sunday. So I'm just happy to be in there, just a gear in the machine of Elevate Submission Series as it rolls right through this weekend. So anyways, lots of fun. So I guess we'll get this thing kicked off here. We got the Kansas City Chiefs about to announce their next pick. Andy Reid is shouting out at people or something. Anyways, so WrestleMania 41 was this past weekend. Was it the greatest WrestleMania of all time? No. Like they keep saying, was it the most reached as far as the largest media reach you can have on a WrestleMania? Absolutely. It was just weird. Now with the WrestleManias of these days, it's unpredictable of what's going to happen with all of the sponsors they have. And like whenever WrestleMania starts, and now you have the logos on the center of the ring, on the mat, and like to kick things off, they flip to like this dance routine and this DJ, and they're like, we're sponsored by this video game that you could fight on a game. And I've never heard of it, but apparently it's a big deal. So apparently that same brand or the video game is on the mat of like all of these big like boxing, like Riyadh season and all that stuff. That's getting put on a lot of different things. So apparently it's a real deal. Rachel Hart, what's up? Good to see you. Glad you're here. And Jacob, thanks for tuning in as well. Kansas City Chiefs are about to make their pick. All the sponsor stuff. I got to say, I am proud of WWE for chilling out on all that sponsor crap. Is that a Josh Simmons from Ohio State going to the Kansas City Chiefs? All right, cool. I'm happy for the fact that they've chilled out on all the sponsors, meaning like, does anyone remember WrestleMania 39 in Los Angeles whenever they first started doing the sponsors for everything? Like, well, not really. They did it at 38. To me, 38 was the Mania after COVID was completely over with. But like throughout the years, and it started at 38 and it went crazy at 39, where they would have the match and it's like, this match is sponsored by Slim Jim, snap into a Slim Jim, and then you just see Slim Jim. You'd have a 5-star match. You'd have orange and red and yellow everywhere. Slim Jim in your face. Like, come on. Why do we have to do, like, this is taking away from the match. It's stupid, and it's too much. I love the fact that they've chilled out on that, and this WrestleMania, they did the sponsors, and the matches were sponsored, but instead of going crazy with the lights and the graphics, they blacked out all the video boards and just put one singular logo for the company that's sponsoring that match. Genius. I think the only time that it went a little too crazy was for the Dude Wipes. Was it the Fatal 4-Way for the Intercontinental Championship presented by Dude Wipes? A little ridiculous, if you ask me. So anyway, but yeah. So I just saw Jack Bash from TCU is number 46. Is ranked in number 46. Interesting. I guess the draft is over. Kansas City just picked, so we didn't get to see Mason Taylor get picked up in the first round. We saw former LSU Tiger Will Campbell get picked up in the first round. Let's see. Hold on, I got Will Campbell right here. Shadur Sanders. Poor guy. Oh, that's me, Mason Taylor. There's me, Will Campbell, right there. Check it out. Now, a New England Patriot. Very cool. I'm so happy for that guy, man. He deserves it. He deserves it. He was the backbone of that LSU squad. Really was. Team captain, team leader, all that good stuff. We are going to run the football, he said. So, anyways, yeah, back to WrestleMania. So that's one thing that I picked up on was that the media reach that it had. I like that stuff. I like the media. I like marketing. I like the behind-the-scenes work. The wrestling was good, of course. I mean, we had some great matches. I'd say some of the best matches I've ever seen at a WrestleMania happened at this WrestleMania. I'm having issue with my lights now. Some of the best matches I've ever seen at a WrestleMania happened at this WrestleMania. So, I mean, whenever it kicked off for what night was that? Night 2 with the women's triple threat, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, and everybody keeps calling her Io Sky and Bianca Belair. A great match. I think that was the number 2 best match I saw. I might rank it at 1. Just overall good wrestling. And Roman Reigns, I would definitely say put that match right there at number 2. So yeah, you had good wrestling, but just the only problem that I think just what left people kind of with a bad taste in their mouth, that it's crazy that they don't see this, but I think we were all expecting major surprises. Joe Hendry was a massive surprise, and Becky Lynch was a surprise too. But it's Stone Cold coming out. Yeah, but whenever Stone Cold came out, I was really let down because it was just like I thought Stone Cold was going to come out during the main event. Like The Rock would come out and Stone Cold would come out, level the playing field, and somehow, some way, Cena would still win. And none of that happened. And instead, you got just Travis Scott. And I just think people are just let down. They thought there was going to be more surprises in that match. I don't know. Maybe there's a bigger picture there. I have no idea. Dominic Mysterio with an organic face turn was very, very cool to see. Happy for Dirty Dom. Like I said a while back, Dominic Mysterio will eventually be a huge, like, white hot babyface. And it happened. It happened organically. They did nothing to turn him face, and he just organically turned face. He's a dirty player. He's Dirty Dom, and you love him because he's just cool, and you know the little things, the chicken tendies and all that stuff. It's just he's Dom, and you ain't Dom, so whatever. I disagree with the people that are saying he's going to be bigger than his dad. Stop! You can't compare the guy to his dad until he starts putting on matches that were similar to his father's, and he starts winning the titles that his father won, and he starts main eventing WrestleManias, and he starts, that whole thing. until then, you can't be comparing him to it. You can't be saying he's going to be bigger than his dad. I still don't think so. I still think Rey Mysterio is and will forever be the greatest luchador of all time, mainly because not only the wrestling ability, but just how quick and how far he shot up internationally from Mexico into America, working with ECW and WCW and WWE, and becoming literally the most marketed mask in the world. Whenever you see his masks, I mean, whenever you think of Lucha Libre, you see his mask. It's always 4 people. It's always El Santo, Blue Demon, La Parca, and Rey Mysterio. It's always those 4 that you always see, like masks that are like people trying to sell masks and stuff. It's always those 4. So I don't think. Well, I mean, who knows? Maybe Dominic will eventually be there, but I'm still waiting, and I think everybody's still waiting on Dominic and Rey to kind of have that face off, and then have that match. And then what do? Is Rey a heel? You know, maybe they don't even want to mess with that because they've already had that match. You know, I remember people were saying that Dominic would cry out for Rey's help eventually if everybody turns against him in the Judgment Day. So I don't know. I'm just kind of rambling on here, but WrestleMania was okay. It just was it. I got my hopes way up, and I think a lot of people did too. I mean, you're in Vegas. I thought there would have been a little bit more extra, like they'd bring out the Steiner brothers because the Steiner brothers made their mark at WrestleMania 9. You know, I would have really wanted to see, you know, nostalgia's key. If you had the living competitors, living wrestlers from WrestleMania 9, I would have all of them out, you know, and I think that's what they need to do possibly for, you know, maybe for like WrestleMania 43, you know, since WrestleMania 3 was such a big deal, Pontiac Silverdome, you have everybody, all of these surviving wrestlers from WrestleMania 3, you know, it's something that I was thinking of a while back. I'm like, man, that's something they could be tapping into, and they just don't. They would rather show you all the celebrities that are there ringside. Like, I don't give a I don't give a damn about Lily Singh, the worst late night TV show host in the history of late night television. I don't care that she's there. I don't care about a lot of these people that are there. What makes me go crazy is seeing like wrestlers that are there, like legends, like, oh my God, look who's here. Like, I don't give a damn that some, I don't know. I mean, it's great to have celebrity involvement, but like people were complaining a lot about that. And at first I didn't see it until it just got to be between every match. Like, oh, let's see who's here. And it's like, you look and it's like all these different people, which UFC does it. I get it, but come on, just lay off. Show us more wrestlers. Show us more old school wrestlers instead of all these celebrities that are there. You know, this is what I want to see, but what do I know? I don't know nothing. So what's next with WrestleMania? Oh, I wanted to rank my top, I would say my favorite entrance of WrestleMania, for both night 1 and night 2, because I think there would be split up. So for night 1, it's obvious CM Punk, that whole video package to kick it off, and then Living Color was amazing. Night 1, CM Punk takes the cake. And night 2, Damian Priest with Kerry King from Slayer. Awesome. That's a WrestleMania entrance right there, ladies and gentlemen. That was really good. A lot of people like the Tiffany Stratton Barbie doll thing. I didn't really get it. It's kind of stupid. I think other than CM Punk on night 1, LA Knight with the Maserati rolling down the window. Ooh, that was clean. That was good. Cody Rhodes had the stupidest entrance I've ever seen. What sense did that make? Dirt bikes. Oh, let's do dirt bike stunt show. And then he comes out with an Iron Man mask. That didn't make any sense. You know, it's insane. Jacob, you're a local dude. Let's talk about something happening locally. Well, I am a local dude, but it's Bryce Boudreaux Show, Jacob. WrestleMania was a big freaking deal, Jacob, so I'm talking about WrestleMania. We'll talk about some local stuff here in a second. So, yeah, good entrances all around. And, of course, the fallout from that on Raw was the whole deal with, John Cena. Also, I got to give a shout out. Mark Shinnok, or also known as Mark Nash, making his debut as Monday Night Raw ring announcer. Shout out. He gave me a lot of good advice a while back, and solid dude. Happy for him. Vegas guy. Anyway, Cena did the whole thing. I appreciate that, Jacob. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. The night after on Raw, Cena came out and was like, you got this many days left to get a good look at me. After that, I'm wheels up and I am gone. And out of nowhere, Randy Orton comes in, gives him that RKO. So it sets up Randy Orton and John Cena at Backlash in St. Louis in May. I called it. Whenever they first announced that Backlash would be in St. Louis at Enterprise Center, I said that's going to be Randy Orton and John Cena in the main event. The last time you'll see Randy Orton versus John Cena in Randy Orton's hometown, give it to me. Absolutely. And I think Randy wins by like disqualification or something. I think Randy's going to win, but Cena retains the title. I think something like that's going to happen. But just having Randy make his entrance in St. Louis against John Cena, wrestling John Cena one last time in St. Louis. Very cool. I got to also say, the Raw after Mania, it's been years. I'd say the last Raw after Mania that I have to say was legit, like what a Raw after Mania should be, was the Raw after WrestleMania 34. Other than after that, it just went downhill, and they all sucked after that. They were lackluster, nothing surprising, whoop-de-doo. This big marketable event, and it always sucked every single year. Have a call-up from NXT, one maybe, if that. This one was legit. You couldn't it was like a champagne bottle waiting to explode. It was like a room filled with flammable gas, and you light a cigarette. That's what it felt like. It was just, wow, one thing after the next. Return, debut, heel turn, return, debut. Crazy Gunter attacking Pat McAfee and Michael Cole. Like, the surprises were endless. Forces joined with Braun Breaker, which I still think is a terrible name, and Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman. That whole thing was really cool at WrestleMania, by the way. I don't think anybody was expecting that. I wasn't. So, Hall of Fame was great, too. I really enjoyed the Hall of Fame. I have to say two takeaways, actually. There was a lot of controversy with Triple H in his Hall of Fame speech. Like, it was too long. Shut the hell up. If you're inducted, if you're a wrestler and you're inducted to the Hall of Fame, you can take 24 hours and give the longest speech ever. You've earned that right. You've wrestled your entire life. How dare some stupid fan say, well, the speech was too long. I got a little tired. The people in the crowd were even closing their eyes because they were tired. No. I mean, hey, if you're tired, you're tired. Then go to bed and watch it the next day. But let me tell you what, Triple H could have spoke for another 5 hours. It was a great Hall of Fame speech. It was incredible. I love how he kicked it off thanking Lemmy and Motorhead. Really cool to thank Lemmy for giving me the soundtrack. Yeah, 100%. That was really cool. And he could have kept talking and talking and talking. He was freaking awesome. He introduced the family. How about his daughter? Looks just like a young Stephanie McMahon. It's like insane. Linda was there. No Vince, but he did thank Vince. So that was kind of cool. Interesting. One Hall of Fame speech that really got to me was Fred Ottman and the family of John Tenta. Some of you might know, I reported it. It looks like I was the only person that reported this, but John Tenta has become the first ever LSU alumni to be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Really cool. Was a great wrestler at LSU. Also was on the LSU Rugby Club and walked on the LSU practice squad for football as a defensive tackle. So very happy. I even sent John's son, John Tenta Jr., a message. He's been really busy. So Happy for the Tinta family. And I tell you what, whenever Fred started talking about, John talking about this big man, whenever he was diagnosed with that bladder cancer and he started crying like that, oof, that really got to me. So shout out, friend of the show, Mr. Fred Ottman. Follow each other on social media. So legend, Typhoon, a.k.a. Tugboat, a.k.a. Shockmaster, a.k.a. several other crazy characters that he's always been. You remember? Does anyone else remember whenever John Tenta wrestled in WCW as Shark? He was just Shark. Made no sense. Anyways, but also WrestleMania weekend. On top of all the other festivities at the Fontainebleau, right after WrestleMania Night 2, they had the roast of WrestleMania. Here we go. So it's obviously stirring up a lot of controversy, this roast of WrestleMania thing. People are reporting and snuck in recording devices, which from what I was told, they were checking phones in at the door or telling people to turn their phones off. So people were recording stuff they shouldn't have been recording, but whatever. People are pissed off at it. Some people are, that the jokes were too controversial and it felt more like a night full of personal attacks and the airing of grievances and whatever. I think that's just people that just don't understand comedy, or people that think that comedy, how they get a laugh is watching The Tonight Show. I listened to it. I was laughing hysterically. They don't mean what they say. It's funny. Like they're just busting beans. It's nothing is serious, and it's just talking shop. It's all it is. And if you were offended, meanwhile, the wrestlers that are getting attacked are laughing and you're the one that's offended, you need to review the whole situation. I feel like there's a lot of people out there that are just saying that it is a terrible event and the wrestlers should be reprimanded. How should the wrestlers be reprimanded if Triple H went up there? They literally, WWE said, we are doing this. And Triple H went up there and roasted all of the employees. Who's getting reprimanded? Like, dude, no. It's a sold out crowd. Everybody was laughing. And then the reports are like, there was no laughter. The crowd was appalled. I mean, the one clip that everybody shared, all I heard was laughter. So it's kind of weird. I don't know where that came from. A lot of laughter too. And like some guy even commented on something and I commented. It was like weird. I heard laughter. He's like, yeah, but it was a small room. I mean, there's very little laughter. I'm like 3,800 people, small. It's a good sized theater, for an event like this, So I think also with the roast of WrestleMania, a lot of people turned their nose up at it because of Tony Hinchcliffe, and a lot of people don't like Tony Hinchcliffe for, I guess, the stuff from the Puerto Rico thing. He's a comedian. He was telling jokes. He doesn't believe this stuff. I mean, he has literally Puerto Rican people on his show all the time. So, but I don't want to sit here and defend somebody who I've never even met. I've just spent a lot of money on going to his shows, and I am a fan. Tony's funny. Kill Tony is a great show. Gives a lot of people a lot of opportunity. A lot of struggling comedians change their life. And I've met a couple of them. I know a couple of them. So anyways, so potato, it's kind of like ice cream. I like this flavor. You like this flavor. And I think that was the deal with that WrestleMania roast. Some people didn't like it. Some people did. So it's whatever. If you didn't like it, then hey, okay, it's fine. No need to bash people and no need to do reporting about all of the jokes. And like people are like, and these were the statements that were made and the attacks that were made and nobody laughed. Whatever. So I would have loved to have been there. I know people that went and they said they were laughing so much, like their ribs were hurting. So the clip that I saw of Paul Heyman coming in, like that was insane. It was craziness. Anyways, but that's WrestleMania. NFL draft happened tonight. What else we got? How much time we got here? How long have we been rolling for? I have no idea. Got a lot of stuff going on. My busy weekend kicks off tomorrow as I head to the Lone Star State. I had a graphic. There it is. Boom. Yep, I head to Houston, Texas tomorrow night for CSC Grappling. There's me. I'm the voice of CSC Grappling for tomorrow night. CSC Grappling live at Bad Astronaut Brewery in downtown Houston. It's going to be a lot of fun. Big shout out, Combat Sports Coverage Grappling, bringing me in. There's going to be a lot of fun stuff happening there. Here's a look at the finalized poster. They're going to have 3-on-3 grappling super fights. Yeah, so lots of fun there. CSC Grappling. People winning cash, people winning belts. It's going to be fun at Bad Astronaut Brewery. So you best believe I'm going to drink some Bad Astronaut beer during the show. Rachel Hart, hopefully we will see you in June in Biloxi. What's going on in Biloxi in June? Maybe it's something I forgot about. I don't know. I will be in Lafayette in June at RFC, but I don't know about Biloxi. And then also Sunday afternoon, Elevate Submission Series, their debut on Flow Grappling. So it's a big Houston grappling weekend, super fights all around. North Houston, Elevate Sub Series, you know the deal. Debut on Flow Grappling. Been waiting a while to say that. There's another look at the card. Fun stuff. Check it out. There's that Elevate Submission Series on Flow Grappling logo. Man, I had my my ring card, but I can't find it. Anyways, yeah, check it. Elevate on Flow Grappling. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. Making my debut on FlowGrappling.com. Order the pay-per-view on Flow Grappling, one of the largest grappling-only pay-per-view providers in the world. Let's see. What do you June in Biloxi? I don't know what's going on in Biloxi in June. I mean, I'll be in Lafayette in June, but not Biloxi. Sorry, Rachel. Jacob Pellegrin. Been a Bad Astronaut. Nice place. That's good to hear. I've heard it's big, so I'm going to give me some Bad Astronaut beer. I like the astronaut theme, Astros, Houston. So I got a day off on Saturday, so I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be in Houston all weekend, so I don't know what I'm going to be doing on Saturday. I have no idea, but I'll find out. So lots of fun stuff all around, and I'm about to cut this thing short because I got a big day tomorrow. Very, very, very busy day, and I got to get some rest. So it's been a fun show. It's been great. Remember, folks, if you're looking to enhance your reading collection, you go ahead and get one of these books, Wrestleville.com, where wrestling lives. I don't know if Vinny's still doing the spring promo code, but it's worth a shot. Go to Wrestleville.com and pick up one of these great books. Lance by Chance, story of Lance Von Erich. Wrestleville Volume 1, covering independent wrestling all across the country, and Wrestleville Volume 2, same thing but continued, and Black Bart, the story of your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler. And did you know I was in Wrestleville Volume 2? That's right. On the back cover of the book, you'll see a young, handsome Bryce Boudreaux early on in his announcing career. And I've got a whole chapter dedicated to me in that book. Shout out good friend of the show, Vinny Berry. Once again, you want a copy of one of these great books, go to Wrestleville.com. Wrestleville.com. It's where wrestling lives. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in tonight. A decent episode, 40 minutes long. I told you it was going to be quick and easy. Follow me all across social media. I can't think of anything else I wanted to say. I really can't. Yeah. Karrion Kross. Keep up the good work, Karrion Kross. Yeah, I love what they're doing. It's great. It's great. Trying to think of something else to say here, but I don't know. Got a lot of great shows coming up in the future. A lot of fun stuff on the horizon. And, Yeah, looking forward to it. So, folks, thank you all for tuning into the show. It's a great night. NFL draft round 1 has concluded, and we had a blast. So, thanks all for tuning in. Definitely appreciate it. Jacob's always following me. Thank you, Jacob. I appreciate it. Shout out Pellegrin fam. Lots of love from the Bryce Boudreaux Show. Anyways, y'all, thanks for tuning in once again to the Bryce Boudreaux Show. And remember, my name is Bryce Boudreaux, and this is my show. Thanks for